Hey everyone, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I am planning for the week of February 4th through the 10th, and I'm using this kit from ScribblePrintsCo. This is the Galentine kit, which I love so much, and I love the colors of this kit so much. I love the purples and the pinks, and it's just like, it's so cute. So I really wanted to use it for this week. So I am cutting my washi as I normally do, and I'm using this Simply Gilded. This is like a bright purple with a silver bow. The foil colors that I went with this week were, I'm using a Wiggle, like I believe from like Wiggle 2.0 maybe. It was like the second release of Wiggles, and it's this really pretty, like almost like pink holographic, but it's like a glittery pink, and it's really pretty. So I'm using that, and I'm also pulling in some silver as well because I needed other things in foil, and I was like, I'm gonna use silver. So I'm really pumped about that. So I did that with the washi, and I think it looks so pretty. I love that like purple color. And then I had a ton of boxes to choose from. I liked pretty much every single box, so having to kind of narrow it down really sucked, but I'm telling you guys, I'm staring at this week right now in full, and I'm obsessed. It turned out so good. So I'm putting down my boxes, and I'm scattering my glitter headers, and yeah, it's kind of just what I'm doing right now. Here I am showing you the Wiggle. See, it's like so pretty. It's like this like sparkly pink. It looks great. So I'm using the full box overlays on top of the Thankful Thought box, as well as the like boxes that have like the drinks and the ice cream and like the cupcake. I was obsessed. And then the one with like the donuts. Any like kit that has food in it, I'm very here for. I don't know why, I just love food, and it makes me very happy. And then I'm using some of the corners on the double box like I normally do because I just think those look so pretty. I'm using the ones that look kind of like fancy. I don't know how to explain it. They're fancy looking, so there's that. And then I'm also putting the flags down, and I'm using some silver flag overlays from ScribblePrintsCo just to tie in some more of that silver. And plus I really love flag overlays. I just like the more foil I can use, the better. I love it so much. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put down the glitter header overlays that are from the Wiggle. The pink just looks so pretty. It's like, I don't know, man. I just think like these fun colored foils are like sometimes, not sometimes, they are the way to go because they look so good with certain kits. And if I can find a Wiggle to match any kit, I'm more than likely going to use it. So that is what I'm doing here. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the date cover from the Wiggle as well, the pink foiled ones. And I'm also going to white out the date cover, or not the date covers, but the dates behind the date covers that are actually printed on the kit because you can see them through. So I'm doing that with the date covers. I've just been really loving using date covers. I think I use them every week so far this year. And I've just been loving them. They look so pretty. So I am doing that now. And then I'm going to go ahead and start working on my sidebar. I forget to zoom you in, like, but I remember to partly through my sidebar, so I apologize for that. But my sidebar has stayed the same. I use a daily habit tracker to mark taking medicine. I use various washies in between the like squared off box to mark how big the baby is. I was 30 weeks this week, so baby was the size of a zucchini. And then I put in my work schedule, or like my work, what I worked that week, on a weekly ombre. And then I'm using the Fashion Girl box at the bottom. I used the one with like the bluish gray hair. I thought she looked really cute, so I put her at the bottom. So now here we are going into day by day. So Monday, first and foremost, I had to pay daycare. Was that the last one on that planner gem sheet? I think it was, which is very exciting to finish that one. If I didn't finish it from that sheet, I definitely finish it next week. No, I think it was this week. Very exciting. Anyway, and then also that day, Emily brought in donuts, and I was super pumped. I love donuts. I've always loved donuts. So I'm using a half box to mark that, as well as a little scribbler. Scribbler? I said that's so strange. This sheet I don't think is out right now, or like it was out, but then like since she's reformatting the sheets, It'll eventually come back, but it's the Scribblers and Donuts, and they're so cute, and I love them because like hardly anyone has donut stickers, so those are super cute. And then that day we kind of took a half day because I had a doctor's appointment. It was like a super basic doctor's appointment, nothing interesting, just like weight, checking the fundal height, listening to the heartbeat, and that was kind of it. All the fun stuff started happening later and before. But anyway, so from Chic Street Sticker Boutique, I'm using one of the little Post-its that I love so very much, as well as a Once More with Love little nurse sticker in purple because she was super cute. And usually when I go to the doctor, especially if we work like a half day and we need a lunch, we go to In-N-Out. So I'm using this paper and milk little like doodle of a hamburger to mark In-N-Out. And then also we had a grocery run that night. So from ScribblePrintsCo, these scripts, I'm using the smaller grocery run script because it fit a little bit better in that space. And I'm putting it on top of a piece of washi. This looks good at the beginning of the week. I try to do like scripts and like character stickers on top of pieces of washi later in the week that I'm not like the happiest with, but I think it looks better with like a small script. You'll see, but like it just doesn't look the greatest. But this I like a lot. Anyway, moving on to Tuesday. So Tuesday, we got Dunkin' in the morning. So from the Coffee Monsters Co., I'm using a little doodle coffee cup. I love these so much, and I love like the various colors that she offers. I probably should get a new sheet because I'm running kind of low. And then that day, Brian and I actually started the Ted Bundy tapes together, but I finished it by myself. It's on Netflix. It's only 4 episodes, and I think I watched 2 with Brian, but then I ended up just finishing it because he wasn't like as interested, which is fine. So I'm using a half box to mark that with a Coffee Monsters Co. medium size emoji. This is like the binge one because, like I said, we did watch the first half together. I think he might have fallen asleep, and I was just like, I can't do this. I need to watch it by myself. So I'm using that with a half box. And then for dinner, I was really craving Fazoli's, which is like fast food Italian, which sounds so gross, but like I grew up on it with my mom, and so like it's very nostalgic for me, so I get it quite a bit because there is a Fazoli's here, which makes me very happy. So I'm using just like a plain label with, well, I guess like a fancy label, but it's not patterned fancy. It's just like a plain fancy label with one of the icons from the Wiggle. I love pulling in the icons from the Wiggle because like it just makes the kit so cute. As you can see, I'm looking at these doodles and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I want to use an icon. So that's what I ended up doing. I did also record a voiceover that day. So from the podcast sheet from Once More with Love, I'm using the one where it looks like she's podcasting with like a microphone and headphones, but that's also what it looks like when I record voiceover. So that's half the reason I bought that sheet. So I'm using that to mark recording a voiceover. And then I washed my hair that night. So I'm using from Fox and Cactus, of course, the little character washing her hair because it's cute and I love it. I should again probably buy another sheet of these because I use them quite a bit and they're so cute. So there is that. Then on Wednesday, again, we got Dunkin' in the morning. I love Dunkin'. It's so cheap and their coffee is so good. So I'm using, this is actually from like a really cute little sampler from Sparkly Paper Co. that I have. I'm just using the one that I think it might be boba tea, but I just really wanted to use it because I just thought it was super cute to mark going to Dunkin'. And then I think I wanted to mark catching up on like YouTube videos or watching shows. I'm not sure because I didn't write it down, but it made sense. So I'm using one of these like 1/3 squared off boxes, and then from Toffee Bananas, I'm using one of the larger, these are the Christmas girls, but whatever, they're cute. The girl looking at the iPad, and I think I'm using that to mark like catching up on YouTube videos because I was like slightly behind, maybe, probably. I don't know, it was huge and it took up a lot of space, so I'm marking that. And then I'm marking out a huge chunk of time with washi, which I haven't done in so long, and it made me so sad to have to do it again because like I like when my days are super filled up. Again, you'll see that towards the end of the week. And I think even most of the last plan with me I did, everything was super filled up. I like that a lot, but I mean, I also do like marking a huge chunk of time with washi. So whatever, I'm using the washi that I use from Simply Gilded down the center, and I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And this is to mark that I went to Uchiko with Andrea for dinner. It was like a cute girls date, and it was so good. I love Uchiko so much. I have dreams about the Hot Rocks sometimes. They're also pregnancy dreams, but It's a good dream. But we did go for dinner, and it was delicious and wonderful, and I got so much food, and my stomach hurt so bad because there was so much food in my stomach. It was fantastic. So I'm marking out a huge chunk of time with that, and I'm also going to put in a patterned half box. And then from Coffee Monsters Co., I have these cute, they're the lesbian couple stickers, but I also think they work really well for like friends. So I'm using one of the medium-sized ones and kind of putting that more so towards the bottom. So I put the half box kind of higher up because I didn't want it to be aligned with the one from Tuesday. And so then I grabbed the emojis and kind of put them lower, and then just to mark it a little bit more, excuse me, I'm hiccuping, from ScribblePrintsCo, I grabbed the food doodle sheet in silver foil, and I grabbed the sushi rolls, which are super cute. Did I get sushi at, I got the snow crab roll, but it's literally just rice and crab, and it's cooked, so it's not like I can eat it when I'm pregnant, but most of the time I just get like the hot rock and the desserts and the edamame and lots of other things. There's another roll that I get, but it's like beef. You know what? I don't know what it is, actually. But it's good. Everything's cooked. Everything's good. Anyway, moving on to Thursday. So Thursday morning, Brian and I got one taco for breakfast, which is one of our favorite things to do if we're like running super early to work. We grab one taco. I'm using a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that because their breakfast tacos are so good. And if we're like early to work, it's nice to be able to stop for like a minute and get some tacos. And then also, of course, Dunkin', because Dunkin' is right next to it. So I'm using from Paper and Milk one of the little Marus in the mug, which are so cute. And then that night for dinner, we actually had Firehouse subs, which is delish. It's funny because literally as I'm recording this voiceover, last night we had Firehouse subs for dinner. And I know this is like a month ago, but it's funny. So to mark that, I'm using a label. I'm also using from the food doodle sheet. I wanted to use something to mark a sub. And again, I don't have any like sandwich stickers. So if any character shops want to get on like the sandwich stickers, that'd be cool. But I have this it looks like a paper bag, like a lunch bag. And I thought it was kind of cute to mark Firehouse because we got it to go. I don't know. It made sense to me. So I'm using that. And then that night I actually got my Stitch Fix Happy Mail. So from Toffee Bananas, I'm using one of these little envelopes with like a cute pink bow to mark that. This is from a sampler that she sent for the SPC planner party last year, and it's really cute, and I'm getting a ton of use out of it, which is nice. So there is that. Also that night I filed our taxes, so I'm using a quarter box to mark that with a Fox and Cactus Girl, kind of like stressed on the laptop. I wasn't stressed doing our taxes. I mean, I was a little. I feel like there's always a little bit of anxiety and stress when doing your taxes, but I was more so calm. I just needed like silence so I could fill in everything, and I wasn't getting silence. I needed it. So there's that. And then I also washed my hair that night, so I didn't want to use another Fox and Cactus Girl, although it still would have looked really cute. So from the icon sheet, I just used the icon with the face mask. I don't know why, but it just like made sense to me, so that's what I used for Thursday. So moving on to Friday. Friday was like super busy. There was a lot that happened, a lot that I wanted to put in, a lot of changes were made while I was filming because I had like an idea in my head and then it just wasn't being executed properly the way I wanted it to. You'll see. So first and foremost, it's payday, as usual on Fridays. So I'm using a fancy pattern label up top with a ScribblePrintsCo silver foiled payday script. I love these scripts so much. They're my favorite. And it's a brand new sheet because I used all the paydays from my last sheet. Me. Avery also had dance this day, so of course, as I have been for the past few weeks, I'm using the Happy Daya Ballerina Girl because I think they're just so precious and I really like them. I have a lot of ballet stickers, but this one I've just been gravitating towards. And then it also was snowing this morning, which was like, and most of the day too, which was kind of strange. I was like, okay, it's snowing. It snowed here in Austin before. We've had a couple of snows, or maybe this is my second snow, but I really wanted to mark it. So I'm using a Coffee Monsters Co. like mini kind of emoji in the snow. I didn't want to use one like wrapped up or anything, but just like in the snow I thought was kind of cute. Anyway, and then about halfway through the day, me and Brian decided that we wanted to take a half day and just kind of like go and have like a little date. So we went to the Domain. We had Jinya, which is my favorite ramen. I actually need to get Jinya one more time before I give birth. I just really want it one more time. So I'm using a Once More with Love ramen girl. And then we did a bunch of various things at the Domain that I wanted to mark. So from Chic Street Sticker Boutique, I have these like actual half boxes that look like the Post-its, but they have the two kind of like washi strips that are foiled on top. I was going to turn it sideways. I'm using a purple one. I was going to turn it on its side and kind of mark everything like that. And I thought that would look really cute. That was kind of like my thought behind that, but it just wasn't executing the way I wanted it to. So I put it down and I just kind of stared at it for a minute and hated it. I hated the way it looked. I didn't like it, but I did end up moving it down to the bottom on top of the washi to mark something else. So as you can see, I stared. I mean, it just doesn't look great, right? Like, I don't feel like I could write enough in there, and I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't going to be able to fit what I wanted to fit in there. So I do end up pulling it up with my tweezers. No, I use my fingers. Yeah, I was gonna say, why would I use my tweezers? I used my fingers, so I'm pulling that up, and I end up putting it along the bottom, like I said. And I'm not sure if I mark what I want to mark now at the bottom or if I go back to it. I think I do. But anyway, so that day after like all of the Domain stuff, we took Avery to Target. She had a gift card for her birthday as well as some cash for her birthday. So we kind of let her go on her own little shopping spree. We were like, this is how much money you have and this is how much you can buy. And she picked out a couple of things. So that's how that went. And it was cute because she I took pictures of her before and after, like holding her money and then like buying things. It was cute. Anyway, so at the Domain, we went to Lush and got some bath bombs and various like Valentine's Day bath items because I love their bath stuff. So I'm using a small little bath bomb from Fox and Cactus to kind of fit in there to mark Lush. We also then went to the Amazon bookstore. So from Paper and Milk, I'm using a Maru on top of books to mark going to the Amazon bookstore. I only got one book. I was looking for another book in particular, but they didn't have it. So I just got a children's book for Ave. Well, it's mostly for me, but I guess I could say it's for Ave. And then we went to Sprinkles because I really wanted cupcakes. So I'm using a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji with the cupcake to mark that. We also got gelato too. It was a lot of things this day, but I didn't have enough space. So there was that. And now I'm going to go ahead and put down my silver foiled weekend banner. Oh, I love these big weekend banners. I don't really like the small ones. I just really like the larger ones. I feel like they work really well. So I'm grabbing the last one from the sheet and putting that on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, this week just turned out so good, you guys. I'm serious. Like, I'm just staring at it and I'm like, oh, this was a good week. This was such a good week. Anyway, so Saturday, first thing in the morning, I ordered Avery's birthday present from Amazon. So I'm using an Amazon sticker from Once More with Love. I love these Amazon stickers so much. They're so cute. So I'm putting that in there. And then I got Dunkin' in the morning because I love my coffee in the morning. So I'm using a heart icon from the Wiggle. I wanted to try different things this week to mark our coffee runs, and then next week you'll see I used the same thing every day to kind of see if I liked that, which I do. I don't know. I like changing it up. So I'm looking for an icon on the icon sheet, but I couldn't find one that I really liked, so I just went to the Wiggle and grabbed the heart. I thought that was cute as well. And then also this day, like I said, I did go to work, and I actually ran the silhouettes and printers, which is my original job. Like, the job that I do when I am not pregnant is I run all of the printers and I run silhouettes, and I'm like in the production side of it. And since I've gotten pregnant and when I was sick and now that I'm huge, I can't really do that too much because like I can't be on my feet that long. It kills me. So this day I ran them for a little bit and I was so happy because I was like, this is where I'm meant to be. It was so nice. So I wanted to mark that. So I used a quarter box, and then this might be like a girl boss sheet or like a shop owner sheet from the Coffee Monsters Co., but I just used the emoji with the silhouette. I thought it was cute, just to mark that I was happy to be back doing that job for now. I'll be back to it soon. But yeah, so I put that in. And then for dinner that night, we got Chipotle. So from the Chipotle doodles sheet from Coffee Monsters Co., I'm using the little chips to mark getting dinner at Chipotle, which Avery loves. She always calls it her taco place. She's like, can we go to my taco place? But yes, Avery, we can go to your taco place. She loves Chipotle. So I put that in there. And then I also ordered from a new, like not a new Etsy shop, but like new to me. I saw it as like a sponsored Facebook post, and they make like horror related bath bombs and like bath items. And I saw the sponsored post that they were doing like a Beetlejuice line. But by the time I'd gotten to her shop, she had sold out of that line and was doing like a Valentine's Day line. So this was my first order from her. It was called Twisted Allure. And then she actually just recently brought back her Beetlejuice line, and I bought a lot of stuff because I'm obsessed. It's like bath bombs and like stuff that's all like horror related, and it's so cool. So I used a little me time sticker to mark that. I don't know, I didn't know what else to use, and I thought that was really cute, and that's from Coffee Monsters Co. And then that night I did edit, so I'm using an editing sticker from Once More with Love. And then we had like a movie night, and I didn't have a lot of space, so I wanted to use from Paper and Milk the little movie night script. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the week, how the grocery run looks great on there, but the script is like kind of big, and I still wanted to put a piece of washi down. Don't ask me why. I didn't need to, but I still did. And then I put the movie night on top of it, and I don't know, maybe I didn't center it correctly. I didn't feel like picking it up and moving it because it was already kind of like pushed down, but it just doesn't look the greatest. The movie night looks great. It's just that washi behind it doesn't make any sense. So that was my Saturday. And then moving on to Sunday, I did sleep in the morning, and I didn't want to use a sleep in script or anything because I use those a lot. So I'm putting in a label, and from Fox and Cactus, these little like pajama girls that I love so much. They're in various like PJ colors, so you have to kind of be specific about what spreads you use them in because sometimes the colors don't match. But this like kind of tie-dye-ish, kind of like, it reminds me of Easter colors, like pastel tie-dye girl was super cute. I need to buy another sheet of these too because I love them so much. So I'm putting that in for sleeping in, and then I did laundry like usual. I feel like my Sundays are the same. I love it though. I love my Sunday routine. It's so nice. So I'm using a piece of washi and then a laundry time script from ScribblePrintsCo to mark doing laundry. I love doing laundry. It's my favorite chore. I hate every other chore. Laundry is just like so relaxing to me. So there's that. But now that I'm doing laundry for 4 people, oh my, it is not that relaxing. I am stressed. So there's that. And then I also ordered HEB to go, or HEB curbside this day. So I just used from Once More with Love a little grocery cart to mark that. Then I think I used like a fancy label and then a pumpkin paper Kotera with like the planner and the lamp. It's huge, and I love this sticker so much. I think I used this to mark either filming or planning. I mean, when I plan, I do film, so probably both, but I just love this sticker so much, so I'm putting that in there. And then Avery's birthday present actually came this day, and because I can't hide anything from her, and she knows the power of Amazon now. She knows that I can buy stuff on my phone and it'll be here the next day, and she can open it. we opened it early, so I used again from Toffee Bananas a little present from like the Christmas present sheet, but it's pink, so it matches perfectly to mark that her birthday present came. We got her the Paw Patrol lookup tower, which is huge, and she was obsessed with it, and it took me so long to put together for no reason. I was getting angry. Anywho, and then that night, for the first time in a long time, I took a bath. I was really pumped about it because I had those bath bombs from Lush, and I was like, I'm taking a bath. Of course, Avery wanted to join me, and taking a bath is a little bit more difficult now because I'm pregnant, and our bathtub is like really small and like down really low, so I need help getting out. So bath is like kind of like all in the family business now for me because I need help getting out. So I'm using a Fox and Cactus girl in the bath to mark that. But yeah, that was my week. I mean, I love when there's so much stuff like to fill in. Like, as you can see, Friday is like probably my favorite day just because there was so much. It makes me so happy. So here I am just putting in all of the deco. I love this deco so much. It's so cute. Like the little ice cream. Oh, I love ice cream. I've been like in love with ice cream this whole pregnancy. I eat like 2 ice cream sandwiches a night. I'm obsessed. And then from Simply Watercolor Co, I'm just using these little closed heart deco pieces along the top. And I also did just kind of put one in the Fashion Girl at the bottom of the sidebar's hair, just to add a little extra fun to it. But yeah, this week, I just love it so much. And then wait till you see next week. I'm so pumped for next week too. I already finished like planning and everything. I just have to edit it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.